What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be tier listing every single Chelsea signing of the Todd Boehly era. We know how many there are, so this is going to be a very long and interesting video. I've got a tier list made, I'll put the link in the description, you can check it out for yourself. We have 5 categories: superstar, for the future, which means not ready yet but will be, time running out, unused, just a bunch of kids we keep buying who we don't even use, send out on loan, and waste/sold now, such as like Aubameyang and stuff, who were bought in the first summer but are sold now. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today guys. Drop a like if you end up enjoying and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Now, starting off with the first signing of the Boehly era, Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, I'm gonna put him in the waste sold now, because even though he's on loan, he's technically, he's gonna be sold. That's the eventual plan. But Sterling, I wouldn't call him a waste, Sterling, of course, he didn't live up to the expectations, but that's really not on him. That's on, how the club was throughout this time, as we all know. Sterling, did help us out in some clutch moments, in my opinion. So he was useful, he wasn't a waste, but again, he's out of our plans now, sold now, so yeah, Sterling's a done story. Next up is Kalidou Koulibaly, another one going into the sold now. Only played 1 season. He was hyped for so many years for a Premier League signing, it's sad it happened at such a time, and for Chelsea, it is what it is. Koulibaly didn't do much, sold now. Cucurella, I'm not putting him in for the future either. He's going straight into the superstar category. When we signed him, I wasn't that buzzing, but the whole fan base was like very interested to see what he's going to do. And he didn't live up to the hype a lot in the first season, but then towards the end of last season, Euros, and now, this guy has cemented himself at one of the best left backs in the world right now, so I'm going to put him in superstar. Gabriel Slonina, again, unused, another one we've just signed, keep sending him out on loan, so that's that. Next up, we've got Wesley Fofana, and he's going to be for the future. Wesley Fofana really hasn't lived up to anything, in my opinion. He was injured the whole of last season, of course, and in his first season he was injured for a long time. So yeah, he's gonna be in the, for the future, because he's still got a lot to prove. Yeah, so up next is Carney Chukwuemeka. Now, I would like to put him in for the future. However, looking at the scenario, he's gonna be in time running out. Because, Maresca isn't using him much. He's barely gotten any game time. And, well, time is running out. He could have been sold in the summer. We didn't get any offers. Unless he, shows something in the Conference League and Carabao Cup, which is worth keeping, he could be sold. So, yeah, time is really running out for Chukwuemeka. He could have been one for the future, I think, if Pochettino stayed. But under Maresca, it's just not looking like he's going to use him at all. Next up is Cesare Casadei. And this one I'm gonna put in for the future. I think he's been used a bit more than Chukwuemeka. And Maresca had him at Leicester, so he has that advantage. And Casadei is talented. He won the under-20 best World Cup's Golden Ball. That's why we bought him. And he looks really good in the Conference League and Carabao Cup games, where, Maresca knows how to use him. He knows how to play in Maresca's system. So he's gonna be one for the future, in my opinion. Next up, Aubameyang. Of course, he's gonna be put in the waste sold now category. Yeah, the one thing I don't get, I've said it before as well in my videos. Aubameyang came in for Tuchel, I know, but then even under Potter, the first 4 or 5 games, he scored 3 or 4 goals. So why we stop using him is a mystery to me. But yeah, waste sold now. Some of that era was catastrophic, we know. Moving on. Next up is Dennis Zakaria. Some of you might not even recognize him. He's in the waste sold now because he was a loan signing, He didn't even play until December. I think he was injured. Didn't do much. Did score some in the Champions League to send us in the round of 16 though. So, there's that. Gave us, without him, the win at Dortmund wouldn't have happened because, against Dortmund. Because he's basically the one who sent us to the round of 16. Now, Christopher Nkunku. I've put him here because, we're going order-wise. He was technically agreed just after the summer transfer window, even though he came next season. Nkunku is definitely going to be a huge part of this team moving forward. Right now, of course, he's not in the starting 11 really. He's struggling to break in. But Nkunku is definitely a huge part of this team going forward. Injured in the first season, unlucky, but we've seen his glimpses of quality. He's going to be great. Almost in the superstar category, but not there. I'll put him at the top of for the future. Next up, Badiashile. He goes straight into time running out. He goes straight into time running out just because, you know, he was great in the Potter under Lampard, you know, at the end of that 22-23 season. But then last season, he just had so many errors, so many mistakes, and that hasn't improved this season either. We've seen in the Conference League and the Cups, he makes a lot of mistakes. So unless he stops making mistakes and improves his game, I don't see a future for him at Chelsea. I think Disasi is still more, you know, secure in terms of his place at the club than Badiashile. Because Disasi can be used as the right back, so he's a good backup given our right back injuries. It is what it is. Next up, David Tatrafofana. I'm gonna put him in waste, just because. Or do I put him in unused? I'm gonna put him in unused, I guess, since he's still on our books technically, but he's very close to being a waste, you know. We've signed him, we had a striker issue that season, so, you know, apart from Aubameyang, we did use Tatrafofana towards the end of that season. Then we sent him out on 2 loans. He really impressed at Burnley. But then this season, we didn't even think about reintegrating him. We bought Guyu instead. And then he's out on loan in Turkey or Greece or somewhere right now. Yeah, we just haven't done anything with him. And he has talent, you know. So yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen with Fofana. Next up is a very interesting signing. Andre Santos. For the future, 100%. Andre Santos, like, he is the perfect model of what they want, you know, the new owners. Signing a young player, making him develop at Strasbourg, the second club, and then eventually getting him at Chelsea. Andre Santos has done amazing in, you know, including this season. It'll be 2 years at Strasbourg. He wins Player of the Month, scores important goals, defensively amazing, assists. Andre Santos, remember the name, guys. He's going to be key in this Chelsea midfield, like 3 or 4 years from now. 100%. Then we have Mykhailo Mudryk. As much as I'd love to put him here or here, he has to be in the time running out, but like the best in the time running out category. Against Nottingham Forest, he was amazing in his 10-minute cameo, but, you know, it just hasn't clicked, and now we've got Neto, Sancho, Felix, Madueke, all have kind of gone ahead of him in the pecking order. So, you know, he needs to step up. Otherwise, he could be sold in January still. Not sold, but like on a loan or something. So yeah, Mudryk needs to step it up soon. Next up is Noni Madueke, and he's definitely for the future. Very close to putting him in Superstar, but that's too early. We need to give him some time. Madueke was impressive, like in the first season. All of these guys came in January, of course, 2023. He was impressive for that half season. Then under Pochettino, he didn't do a lot until like the end of the season, where he clicked for him, broke into the starting lineup, and really showed some, you know, good glimpses. And this season, of course, he's really broken in, made his England debut. He's proven he can be direct. He's a really proper winger, and we've missed that for a long time. So Madueke for the future, 100%. Next up, Malo Gusto. He's also for the future, of course. I mean, with Reece James's concurrent injuries, Malo Gusto is our right back, to be honest, for the last 1 year. So yeah, without him, I mean, and he's been so great. He's been really unnoticed in the Premier League. Assists, defensively, offensively, amazing. Just, yeah, Malo Gusto has really saved us in Reece James' absence. Nothing much to say. Enzo Fernandez. This is an interesting one. I am tempted to put him here in time running out. But of course, I'm gonna put him for the future. Enzo Fernandez is an interesting one because Todd Boehly really wanted to buy him off a really good breakthrough World Cup. He was really good under Potter. But under Pochettino, it just didn't click. And we saw how without Enzo, the last 6 games, we played so well. But that was really more of a system thing. Like Pochettino wants the running and Enzo was injured half there, whatever. This season, while he's been bad in some games, he has shown like that Maresca needs his like long balls, passing ability. That's what Enzo Fernandez brings to the club. So Enzo Fernandez is definitely in the plans. He is the marquee signing, 100% of the ownership, apart from Cole Palmer, but he wasn't really the marquee signing. He became the marquee player. So yeah, Enzo Fernandez has to improve, has to be more consistent, but definitely in the plans. Next up is Kendry Paez. This guy, man, plays for Colombia, Ecuador at the age of 17. Where's the number 10? Amazing. For the future, coming next year. Him and Estevao are gonna kill it, you know. Kendry Paez is absolutely, like, he's one of the next best in the world. He's gonna be amazing. Next up is Nicholas Jackson. He's going to be for the future as well. For the future is basically the core team for the next 10 years. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson, of course, everyone keeps doubting him because he's not as clinical, but he still had 19 goals in his first season, which is not bad. This season he started off pretty good, not great in the last 2 games, but Nicholas Jackson will be one for the future, I can guarantee it. Diego Moreira, he's one I'm going to put in unused. The only time I saw him play was that Carabao Cup game against Wimbledon, and now he's not sold now because he's technically just gone to Strasbourg, you know. He's still on our books. But yeah, Diego Moreira has done nothing. He's looking good at Strasbourg, so let's see. Next up is Angelo. He's in the waste and sold now category. He was both a waste and sold now. We just didn't do anything with him. Like, he was the Estevao before Estevao, but before he could be anything, we bought Estevao. So, you know, no idea what the club planned with him. He's gone now. Just forget it. It is what it is. Axel Disasi. I'm going to put him in time running out, even though he's not really in danger of being sold or anything, but he has to improve. You know, he's not been perfect, but he has been one of the good centre-back signings in my opinion. Better than Badiashile right now. Leslie Kochuku, I'm going to put him in one for the future. Because he's been really good, you know, in pre-season, and he's looking good. He's been decent at Southampton. Leslie Kochuku is going to be huge, and I remember Maresca saying he wants a more physical DM. Well, that's Kochuku for you. Then we've got Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez. This is a really interesting one. I'm going to put him in for the future. I'm going to put him in for the future because while he has his mistakes, while he wasn't even first choice last season, while I don't think any of us wanted him to be first choice this season, he has saved us on a multitude of occasions. Bournemouth, Aston Villa last year, at home, Nottingham Forest this year. He saved us a lot of time. So yeah, Robert Sanchez deserves his flowers. Moises Caicedo goes up into the superstar category. Moises Caicedo, of course, had a pathetic debut, but then this year at West Ham Stadium, you know, it's the complete 360. He's been so good, so solid. He just doesn't get the credit because of the price tag and everything. He's been so great this season, just defensively amazing. Moises Caicedo, superstar. Romeo Lavia, I'm going to put for the future. Of course, we haven't seen him. We've barely seen him, but the times we have seen him, he's back from injury now. The times we have seen him, he's looked pretty good, and that Caicedo-Lavia pivot could be amazing, so hopefully that's something to look forward to. Petrovic, I'm definitely going to put in for the future. I know he's not at the club right now, but he still belongs to us. He's at Strasbourg on loan. Petrovic, the thing with Petrovic is, I wanted him to be the starting goalkeeper this season, but of course he's not that good with his passing, and that's what Maresca needs, so that's why he's gone out on loan. But we saw that game at Strasbourg, it was all over, he was man of the match, crazy saves. Petrovic has talent, man. I'm telling you, this guy is going to be a good keeper. We need to hold on to him. We can't let him go instead of Sanchez. No offense, but we can't. David Washington, unused. I kind of made the unused category keeping this guy in mind. He has talent. You know, he's not a bad player. You know, we just haven't used him. Poch used him a bit in like as a sub in the Carabao Cup and all, but we just haven't used him. He plays for the under-21s right now, and we paid 20 million for this guy. 20 million. So yeah, David Washington in the unused. I'd love to see him be used a bit. He is good, you know. He's not bad. We paid a lot for him because we saw something in him. He's good. Next up, I mean, is there anything I have to say? Mr. Cole Palmer, the aura is insane. The amount of influence this guy has at such a young age, this is like unparalleled, Ronaldo level influence. Cole Palmer, of course, saved us so many times last season, and this season with quality around him, he's been even better. England's Player of the Year last year. Just nothing I have to say. Just nothing I have to say. We can move on. Cole Palmer, I have to put him at the top of the superstar category, of course. He's a superstar. Future Ballon d'Or winner, hopefully. It is what it is. Cole Palmer, nothing much to say. Esteva, of course, one for the future. I'm going to put him at the top of the one for the future because this guy is the real deal. You know, we saw the stats of him breaking like Neymar's goals and assists record at the age of 17 in the Brazilian league and anything. This guy is it, man. Made his debut for Brazil. Almost got an assist, but Vinicius messed up that chance, whatever. Estevao is it, you know. Just go watch his highlights, go watch his clips. Estevao is going to be one for the future. It's going to be amazing. Then we've got Tosin Adarabioyo. I'm going to put one for the future, you know, because he's looked really solid this is a good signing for a free to replace both Chalobah and Thiago Silva, kind of. A really good signing, you know, especially for free. Omari Kellyman waste. No need to talk about him. Who's this guy? Why did we pay 20 million for him? We all know it's just for like PSR rules and that stuff. We haven't seen him. He's injured. Just, yeah, no need to talk about him. Dewsbury Hall, I'm gonna put him in unused because, yeah, he has been kind of unused. We haven't seen Maresca use him a lot. And apart from that, you know, we haven't seen enough for him to make a judgment. He will be an important player because he understands Maresca's system, but we just haven't seen him enough right now. Montague, I'm gonna put him in, again, unused because we haven't seen much of him. He just had one horror miss in the Conference League. But apart from that, he's looked decent. Scored in pre-season. Isn't used much right now, of course, in the season. But yeah, he'll be good. I'm just afraid he's going to end up like a David Washington. He's going to be playing in the under-21s next year. Hopefully not, but like we send him out on loan or something. Renato Vega, 100% one for the future. He's going to play at Anfield, guaranteed. And he's going to show the world what he truly is. What a game in the Conference League against Ghent. Renato Vega is it, man. What a signing for just 12 million. Pedro Neto, I'm going to put for the future. You know, I want to put both of these in like the same category. Pedro Neto and João Felix. João Felix we can rate as like both his loan signing before and like now. João Felix, of course, was on loan. That time he did kind of help us out in the previous season. Then Pochettino didn't want him. He's back now. And João Felix, of course, scored the goal against Wolves. Scored that free kick even though it was an own goal. He's been doing good. Pedro Neto has definitely been doing better. Pedro Neto is really like pushing Mudryk for the wing spot. He's outcompeted Mudryk, pushing Madueke as well, doing great in the Conference League and Cups. These are the two signings that, you know, made a bump in quality this season compared to last season. Like, just look at our subsmits last season, this season. These two signings kind of elevated our level. That's all I have to say. Jadon Sancho, I'm going to put in for the future. We will have to buy him. You know, the obligation is there if we finish 14th and above. We will. So, yeah. Jadon Sancho for the future, 100%. Jadon Sancho, 3 assists in 4 games. First 3 games, he had 3 assists. What a signing. Great player. We saved him from hell in Man United. So yeah, good to see him here. Caleb Wiley, again, just like unused. We haven't seen much of him. He's on loan. Hopefully he comes back, does good. Whatever it is, where it is. I have no idea about Caleb Wiley. He's from the MLS. I haven't heard of him before. Jorgensen, I'm just going to put in unused because we haven't seen much of him. He's only visible in the Carabao Cup and Conference League, and we play against weak opposition, barely get any shots, and most of our goals are like defensive errors, so I have no idea what to make of Jorgensen. So yeah, I just don't know what to say. Anselmino, I'll put all these next two, sorry. Anselmino and Mike Penders, I have no idea who this guy is, by the way, just leave him. These two are definitely for the future. Mike Penders, he's been dubbed the next Courtois. And Anselmino, centre-back from Argentina, like, these two Estevao players, 4 of them will come back next season. They could be ones for the future, you know. This could be a spine. This could be a great spine. Mike Penders in goal, Anselmino, Kendry Pires, Estevao. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is a tier list of every single Chelsea signing under the new ownership, under the Boehly Clear Lake era. And yeah, you can just see how many there are. There's like more than 40 signings in here. What a video, what a video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Drop a like if you end up enjoying, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. You know, tell me in the comments, do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? What do you think? Any changes? Any ones I missed out? I don't think I missed out anyone, but you know, just tell me in case. And yeah, that's it for this one. I'll see you for the next video, guys. Have a good day, and goodbye.